A. Baumannii is classified as bacteria. What does A. Baumannii look like? This is what A. Baumannii looks like under a microscope. As you can see, it has a round shape with an impression in the center. The bacteria also does not have a flagella, which most bacteria use to move around. It inhibits a very twitchy movement when moving around. How does A. Baumannii transfer DNA? The first way the bacteria transfers DNA is through plasmid donation. A donor bacteria gives a plasmid to a recipient bacteria which does not have the DNA. The second way is when one bacteria transfers DNA through dead bacteria, where DNA enters a bacteria through the cell wall. The third and final way the bacteria transfers DNA is through viral delivery, where the recipient bacteria is infected by a virus. Where does A. Baumannii live? In the 2000s, some U.S. soldiers returning from Iraq were found to have been infected with the bacteria. However, it also lives in some wet environments as well. The bacteria also likes to live around surgical materials such as catheters and surgical drains. What are some differences between the bacteria, the parasite, and the host, which is a human? The human cell and Acinetobacter baumannii are very different. First, A. baumannii is a prokaryotic cell and the human cell is eukaryotic. The main differences are in DNA as well. In a prokaryotic cell, DNA is free to float around in circles called plasmids. In a eukaryote, DNA is in a line or linear and stored in the nucleus. In a eukaryotic cell, there are many different organelles. In a prokaryotic cell, there are no membrane-bound organelles. Also, prokaryotic cells are significantly smaller than eukaryotic cells. So, how does A. baumannii even infect someone? A. baumannii usually infects people by contact with contaminated materials, such as the aforementioned catheters and surgical drains. What areas of the bodies and organs does A. baumannii target? A. baumannii usually targets vital organs when infecting a human. These include the lungs, kidneys, liver, and heart, and sometimes other vital organs around the body. Once the bacteria reaches the organs, it attacks tissue cells. This kills the organ and leads to organ failure. What other diseases and problems does A. baumannii cause? A. baumannii is also known to cause many other diseases as well. This includes sepsis, pneumonia, and septic shock, as well as fever. Sepsis is when the bacteria enters the bloodstream. This is usually fatal, unfortunately. The only treatment for sepsis is antibiotics. Sometimes this does not work because the bacteria has become resistant to the drug. Pneumonia is when liquid from the body enters air sacs in the lungs. This usually causes breathing problems. Septic shock usually follows after sepsis. This is usually fatal and has no cure. It is the body's response to a fast and quick bacterial infection. So how can the spread of bacteria be contained? Hospitals have tried many different ways of treating the bacteria and the infections it causes. However, not all of these efforts have had success, unfortunately. The bacteria is becoming more and more resistant to our modern-day antibiotics and drugs. Our best hope is to turn to prevention. After all, prevention is better than cure. So, to start on prevention, we can try emailing hospitals about recommended cleaning methods. For example, we can tell them to dispose of all used catheters and surgical drains. We can also ask them to stop using reusable catheters with replaceable tips as this will help reduce the amount of time a Baumannii has to grow. We can also try contacting local newspapers and encourage them to spread the word about the bacteria. This will not only educate the public, but it will also give laboratories more reason to research a cure. The end. Made by Samir Iyengar and Pranav Kulkarni.